to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the PennState Nittany Lions, taking on last season's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing going. And the Volunteers will kick it away and get this game going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. Premier 1 versus 2 matchup right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. I'm just curious to see a big game like this. Do you ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The ball's lining up here on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line and spin it. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 guards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Breaks loose at the 40. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris. And
he's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. field. It's Murphy. He's going to pull it down and run. QB gets the first, now looking for more. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Well,
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Drop him back. He's going to throw for the 1st down. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive. We're set up at the 31. It's a run to the left. Breaks into open space. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Oh, what a grab! Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive down from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Handoff heading left. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8.
But another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. On the move now. Bought some time, now lets it go. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Balls.
It's just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Hand off with a single back. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set out to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Inside the 45. He's in the clear. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a 1st and goal now. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense.
Touchdown, Tennessee. Still no answer for this offense.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Fires it to the wideout. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Could have been his second pick today.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up fourth down. And Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring him down. Begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Ball handed off. He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. Will not be brought down. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Just pounding away for another big game, Cook. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this off.
All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Volunteers. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
35. PennState 3.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll run it from the gun. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Using his legs here. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to create better field position. Looks like one more play here before halftime. To throw, it's Murphy. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. They get the second half started with a running play. Breaks it over space. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the PAT is good.
Tennessee 42, Penn State 10.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. He breaks free. That's a strong stiff arm. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback looking to scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled, but first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Throws a stiff arm. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. 1st down and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Bringing pressure. Powering through. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Makes the grab. It's Brazell. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Heading left after the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's running out of time here. He stays alive. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
The ball's getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff running right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back's got it again. Running with purpose. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murphy. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
first play of the drive now from the 25. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. The pocket breaking down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. Using his legs. It saves. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
First play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. Grinding away with a running game. Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete, brings up fourth down. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner is brought down. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Pressure is coming. That's caught. It's Brazil. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. An important play to secure this victory, Kirk. You can debate the rankings coming in, but number 1 took care of business tonight and showed they belong at the top.
Well, we knew a lot of expectations were on the line here, and the number 1 team is the dominant team. They have now punched their ticket, and everybody's going to be aiming for them once we get to the postseason.
They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. Well, they move the change on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll test the right side here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
And the ball rolls dead. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a late deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up.